Hey gang, and welcome to another Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and as I'm sure by now you've all watched the Animal Crossing Direct, which details what new features and updates we'll see in the 2.0 version. However, many of you probably noticed that Nintendo tend to gloss over things very quickly, and they moved from one feature to another, leaving us without some of the finer details that we've been wondering about. This has led many to wonder what surprises we could see in the upcoming 2.0 update, and as it turns out, we actually have a pretty good idea of what surprises are going to be in store when it drops. So I'm going to be taking a look at the 2.0 update surprises that we could see when it comes out. This includes the return of more older characters and other features that we're expecting to see as well. So let's jump into this. So it was revealed to us that many of the past Animal Crossing characters which weren't present in New Horizons are actually returning. This includes characters like Katrina, Tortimer, and Kapp'n, which we haven't seen in quite a while. And as it turns out, probably more special characters which have been missing will make a comeback as well, just in a different way. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, you can actually invite special characters to come and chill at the Roost using their amiibo. And as I'm also sure you're aware, lots and lots of different special characters from Animal Crossing games of old, including Dr. Shrunk, Gracie, Resetti, and so many others have their own special amiibo cards. So the question on people's minds is, can we use these amiibo cards to invite the characters into places like the Roost and, of course, Harvey's photo studio, or will they simply not work? Well, there's actually very good evidence that they will in fact work. When it comes to the Animal Crossing 2020 Direct, which actually happened a month before the game even launched, they revealed that in future they wanted to support all of the amiibo cards as well, and they even showed off DJ KK's card being used. This means that most likely they are going to integrate the older missing characters in here as well. Even if the characters just sit down and they have a talking role, I feel like that is incredibly likely. I can't imagine them leaving these cards out when it would just make sense to integrate them in. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think these characters are going to have proper full roles where they actually do anything, like some of the characters which are returning are, like Kapp'n and of course Katrina, but I do think they will be able to appear in the Roost and you'll be able to chat with them. I think that would be nice enough. Just bring them back, bring some lore in. The Roost has always been a great place to get more dialogue from the special characters, so this is most likely what I see happening. Even if somehow they don't do this, then it seems pretty likely you'll at least be able to use the amiibo cards and figures of characters like Tortimer and Rover. It was even data mined that Rover has some dialogue for the Roost already, so it seems most likely we'll at least be able to see those characters there which are already modeled into the game, but it wouldn't surprise me if Nintendo wanted to bring back these other characters too, so we could just chat with them in the Roost. I know this might be a bit disappointing to some people who wanted to see these characters have full roles like they did in Animal Crossing New Leaf, but to be honest with you, I'd be happy just to see them again in the Roost. Of course, another major question about this building is, will we actually be able to work there? And we actually don't really know this at the moment. This would probably be one of the best surprises and one of the things that they definitely didn't talk about, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say we probably won't be able to. It doesn't seem like they've done anything for that this time around, and I feel like they would have mentioned it, but if we can, then that's going to be fantastic, and I really hope that is a thing, because it just made the Roost so much more interesting. Either way though, I do like the new features where you can invite in special characters using amiibo cards. That's pretty cute. Other people, of course, are wondering if we might see any more shops at Harvey's Island that weren't revealed, and what types of items the characters here will actually sell. Now, it's really anyone's guess what items they're going to sell, but it does seem likely they're going to have some new inventory. For example, we can see that Leaf prominently shows off some fertilizer, which would make sense to add to the game now we're getting even more crops and flora as well. It also seems like Red has his own raffle here, and who knows what types of items he could have in that. I feel like it'd be cool if they were something new, or maybe even the fortune cookies from past Animal Crossing games, so we could get some new Nintendo items, but I'm not sure if they'd make it that elaborate. As for the question if we'll see any other shops that weren't revealed, this would be a fantastic surprise, especially for a character like Gracie who could sell their high-end furniture. but again, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say this is not gonna be the case. I will say though that when people rewatch this video when the update comes out, I really hope I'm wrong about this stuff that I've said won't happen. I don't want to be right about it not returning, I just feel like it won't, and I'm trying to keep my expectations in check. Either way though, we've certainly been surprised a lot by this 2.0 update, so if they did have more cool stores and returning characters and different features that weren't revealed to us, I honestly wouldn't be too surprised because again, they did gloss over stuff very, very quickly during this presentation. That doesn't surprise me though because they just had so much to reveal. One thing that is definitely going to be included within this update that they actually didn't mention at all, talking of glossing over things, is that Turkey Day and Toy Day will be updated for 2021, as we've seen them do with past updates. Currently, as of the 1.11 update, these two events aren't programmed into the game at all for 2021, which means Nintendo will have to do something to bring them back, and I think most likely they will actually update them with some new items and some minor changes as well, like we saw them do for events like Halloween and Bunny Day. I also think we're going to see more reactions introduced to these events like we did for ones including Festival earlier on this year. The reason for this is because they revealed we will be getting 11 new reactions, which I'm sure you can redeem from the Nook Mile stop. However, there are so many empty slots in the reaction page, meaning these 11 wouldn't completely fill it up, and I honestly can't imagine Nintendo just leaving these empty given that they won't be doing any more major updates. To be fair, we could see more reactions added in a minor update. I suppose that would count as a more minor one, but I think they will actually include more reactions within this update, which will unlock in real time when these events unlock, and maybe even some new ones for Festival and Bunny Day as well. I know a lot of people want to see that Zippity Bunny hop for some reason. I know reactions probably aren't the most exciting surprise, but I'm really hoping they do add in more and they don't just leave this page empty, because that would really bother me. It'd be just so strange to have it completely empty like this. Overall, I do think we're due some pretty nice little surprises within this update. I personally don't see them doing any huge ones like upgrading Nook's Cranny for example, but I feel like adding in surprise stuff that we need to discover ourselves would just make so many players happy. I mean, it's nice honestly not to be revealed literally everything and have some surprises that we can discover for ourselves and get excited about. However, since Nintendo has done so much to promote this big update and the DLC, I can't imagine them leaving out a big feature. The whole reason why they do directs like this is to promote the games and kind of drive sales for them. Either way though, I do definitely think we're due a lot of the smaller surprises, especially the ones that I mentioned within this video. But what surprises do you think we're gonna see for the 2.0 update when it actually launches? And what surprises would you personally love to see the most? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to comment Bob's Gang so I know you did. And if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, it helps support my content a lot. And if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and turn on those channel notifications for more Animal Crossing videos. I want to give a big thanks to these channel members for their continued support of me and what I do here on this channel. If you want to become a channel member, click the join button down below the video or the link in the description to learn more. You can get a whole bunch of cool perks like exclusive emojis, a badge by your name, access to our members only Discord and our members only podcast too.